I'm Lord Christ Israel, South Africa Tower with ISUPK. Before we get started, I just want to make a quick announcement today in Highland Park. Of course, on the Command of Junior Hana, got a back to school bash at Highland Park. It's 5 East Buena Vista. Of course, Highland Park, Michigan 48203. It is from Saturday, August 26th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're gonna be doing. We'll have food, bounce houses, school supplies for the kids, pencils, books, backpacks, pencil cases. You know, all of the bells and whistles, everything the kid will need. Of course, we'll have some bounce houses, some games for the kids, so you just have a overall good time before you send the kids back out. Come over, kick your feet up, let the kids run wild, burn out that energy. Get home, they go right to sleep. Um, Just again, 45 East Buena Vista, Highland Park, Michigan, 48203. Back to school bash. They're down there now. So I suggest if you're interested, you know anybody with kids, definitely go ahead and check that out. All right, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the Sabbath service. Thank you. Yashala, which means to Israel. All right, Punakudum means to face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakuka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Baratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathanawa, Lachum, Kal, Yawom, Wasalatnawa, Kabiwatinawa, Kasalatnawa, Kabiwatianawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ayanawa, Manasanawan, Ball, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Walala, Wa'ata Paras, Hallelujah, Amen. Lord's Prayer in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, so be it. Amen. That's the power. The Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babakashai, Lathananawa, Hakach, Larapa'ah, Kalmakala, Kalmatawa, Hakach, Latahar, Hamatazarian, Hakach, Lahakwayam, Hamathian, Hakach, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagar Shun, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. Lord's Prayer in the English. Got some power in the English. Power in the name of Yahweh Shah. Please give us the power to heal sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, and the power against unclean spirits to cast out. In the name of God, thank you, so be it. Blessings in the Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Ma'ika Allah, Wa Alahayim, Ha Tazabia, Alawat Yahana, Ha Alawapium, Ha Sarunium, Ha Quatazayanium, Ha Kayar, Ha Yayarium, Wa Ha Akwathium, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water, Amen. Blessings in English, bless you Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and Michael and the angels, Commander Junior Yahana, generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Ayanya, Al-Haharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Ashai, Shemayim, Wa'arakazai, Al-Yathun, Lamawat, Regalkai, Al-Yanawam, Shemarkai, Hana, La'ai, Yanawam, Wala'ai, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarkai, Yahweh, Tazorkai, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ai, Yakaka, Wa'arat, Yellow, Yahweh, Yashmarkai, Makar Rai, Shmar, Athka, Yahweh, Yashmar, Athka, Athka, I Awalam. Psalms 121, English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. How is thy keeper? How is thy shade upon thy right hand? The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. How shall preserve thee from all evil? He shall preserve thy soul. How shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al-Daliyamaka, Al-Takarash, wa Al-Tashakwat, Al-Kaya, Hana, Al-Yabika, Yahmayawan, Ra'ash, Al-Amika, Ya'amimniwa, Saladai, Wayataya Al-Tazwa, Al-Tazapawanyika, Amoria, Wanakankidu, Magoya, Wala'a Yazakar, Shubyasha'ala, Awadai, Kaya, Nayawatazwa, Laba, Yakadwa, Auyaka, Bariah, Rathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashimai, Alayum, Mawa'aba, Wagarium, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalat, Palashat, Anyashabia, Kazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Amaim, Hawa, Zawai, Labanya Lawa, Salah, Ashalahum, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kadabian, by the call, Kawashawan, Ashamadwa, by Ayandara'a, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Sha'athama, Nadiyatma, Ka'arad, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabat, Wakazar, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiyakumwa, Shah, Amoria, Nairashah, Ranawa, Naiwat, Alahayam, Alahaya, Sha'athama, Kagogula, Kukwash, Lapanya Rarakwa, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Kahat, Talahat, Harayam, Kanthara Datma, Basa'iraka, Wabasawa Patka, Tabahalum, Mala'ai, Panyahum, Quayamum, Wabakoshua, Shimkai, Yahweh, Bashua, Wabahoya, Adya'ai, Wakaparia, Wabadwa, Wadawa, Kai Atha, Shimkai, Yahweh, Labaka, Alyawan, Alkahar Rakazai. Psalms 83 in English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and started against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more remembrance. They have consorted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and Ishmaelites of Moab, the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They hope in the children of Lot, Salah, doing to them as unto the Midianites, and as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kizon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red and like Z, yea, all their princes as Zeba and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Right. Seated. All right, we're going to pick up where we left off last week in the book of Exodus. Give me a second. So, give me a quick. Get situated.
And don't blow that horn again.
Hey, baby. Headphones on. Right. As y'all know, that's my little one. Brother. All right, so we're going to start off at verse 1 through 7. We're going to start at verse 15 in the book of Exodus chapter 16. So Exodus chapter 16, starting in verse 15. Just to give a little quick recap, chapters before, Israel, of course, was delivered out of the land of Egypt from the bondage and slavery under the Egyptians, those nasty Hamites. Of course, the Most High had to harden Pharaoh's heart to deal with them. And in that journey, of Most High showed out for the children after miracle, have them escape, of course, to destroy the army. Egyptians utterly, put fear in the eyes of every nation who witnesses, the Edomites and other nations that was around. They saw what the I did for us. We're like a deer in the headlights. And then now they're in the wilderness and they're going to that promised land. But they began to murmur. So in 16, they began to murmur. They began to long for that bondage in Egypt. It's almost like now when to give an analogy, let's say you have some friends or a group of people, you tell, hey, we got this whole country over here, 10 million square feet, all the animals, trees, all the resources we need. Square miles, all the resources we need. All we got to do is go over there, put in that time, that work, develop it, and everything is flush after that. It's downhill. They get over there, they realize that they got to hunt for their food or got to work for their food. Discipline was in their routine in captivity. They started to long for that captivity. All I had to do was a certain amount of bricks, I can get this food. Times a day I had shelter. So they would rather stay than leave. That's one of the things that we definitely have to pay attention to in our own spirits. Don't be so connected to what we've given to Western culture. You can't walk away from it. But as we keep going, you see that they began to murmur against Moses and Aaron, in the face of this movement, and you find out that murmuring against those prophets, those men that the Most High had appointed to be that leader, to be that light, is the same thing as murmuring against the Most High. Read that we will read that in it was in the verses right before where we started at. They weren't murmuring against Moses or Aaron, they were actually murmuring against the Most High. So they were murmuring against not being able to have food or those amenities that they were used to. Of course, I provided for them, gave them a stipulation how much to gather. They gathered twice as much. That will prove them, test them. So we're going to pick it up at verse 15. And we're going to, of course, start it off in the Hebrew. Exodus chapter 16, starting at verse 15 in the Hebrew. Wayara, wa, banya, yasha'al, Wayamarwa, Ayash, Al, Akawa, Mana, Hawa, Kaya, La'a, Yadaiwa, Ma'a, Hawa, Wayamar, Mashah, Alahayim, Hayawa, Ha-Lacham, Ashar, Nathan, Yahweh, Lacham, La'akal like it. La'akal ha, verse 16. Zaha, Hadabar, Ashar, Tazawa'a, Yahweh, Laquatayat, Laquatai, Tawa, Mama Nawa, Ayash, Lapoya, Akal Yawa, Ayamar, Lath, Masapar, Napash, Salak, Napashath, Yacham, Ayash, La'ashar, Ba'a, Hawiwa, Aqua, Kawa, verse 17. All right. Why your eye shawa,
Kana, Bunya, Yasha'al, Wayala, Patawa, Hamaraba, Waha, Mama'ai, Yata, verse 18. Wayamadwa, Ba'amar, Salakia, Ba'ai, Marah, Wala'ai, Ha'ai, Dawapa, Dayepa, Hamarah, Baha, Hamarah, Ba, Mahai, Mama'ai, Yata, La'a, Hacha, Sayar, Sayara, Ayash, Lapaya, Akawa, Laquatawa, verse 19. Wayamar, Mashah, Alahum, Ayash, Al, Wayathar, Wayathara, Mama Bamwa, Mama Nawa, Ida, Bakwar, verse 20, Wala'a, Shemaiwa, Al, Mashah, Waya, Wathara, Wathawa, Salakia, Ana, Shawam, Shayum, Salakia, Shayum, Mama, Nawa, Ida, Bakara, Wayamar, no, Wayaram, the Wa La'ayama, Yum, Salakia, Asha Masha, Mana Sa'a, Masa, Wana, Masa, and that's up verse 21 in the Hebrew up to 22. We're going to get that in the English. I would definitely give you a sense of it. So Exodus chapter 16, starting at verse 15. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, this manna for what wist? For they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread which the Lord hath given you to eat. So of course they were just coming out of murmuring against Aaron and Moses because they claimed he brought them out in the desert so they can starve to death. Like after you see the Most High part the Red Sea, drown the chief, the prize horses, the chief captains, your best of your army, just drown them with with a breath out of his nostrils, And, after all of that, in their head, their small little minds, they conceived the thought that, oh, out here to die. If that was the case, he would have let y'all ass drown. I mean, he would have let you drown in the water, in the Red Sea. He would have let the Pharaoh catch up to with you at night and slaughter you while you slept, instead of guiding you at night by a pillar of fire. He would have let you. He would have been let you, got you up out of there. He would have kept you in slavery if that was the case. But in your small little mind, you conceived the thought and had you murmuring against your deliverer. But that's what they were murmuring about. But so he provided for them. And it was manna. They called it manna. What is this manna? Verse 16, this is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Gather it every man according to his eating, an omer for every man according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in this tent. So pretty much he's saying, gather as much as you need. Gather that amount that you need to take care of you or the persons that you have in your tent. Have a few people, gather enough for them too, as well as yourself. Verse 17, and the children of Israel did so, gathered some more, some less. Some that didn't need much as much as others. That today in Israel, some people, you walk in their house and they might have cabinets full of stuff. They might have a strong appetite, or they might have more people to provide for. They might have 5, 6 kids, so they might need to pick up 20, 50 pounds of manna. Whether it's a single brother or a single sister, they might just need to go out and grab a pound, quick, just to get through. Verse 17, and the children of Israel did so and gathered some more, some less. Verse 18, and when they did meet it with an omer, he gathered much, had nothing over. All right, here, 1 second. Verse 18, and when they did meet it with an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. So pretty much it said even the man that gathered more than the guy that gathered a little, that guy didn't have like an abundance to where it was just overflowing. And just like the guy who gathered a little, he didn't have a need for any more. He gathered just the right amount for the most part. Verse 19, and Moses said, let no man leave of it till the morning. So meaning, don't leave nothing behind. Pretty much get what you need, eat what you have. You got to the morning. Verse 20, notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses, but some left of it until the morning, and it bred worms and stank, and Moses was wroth with them. So then you had a couple people who didn't listen. You had as much as you needed. You got the opportunity to gather as much as you needed, to eat as much as your heart desired at that moment, as long as you didn't, have that abundance over where you leaving some behind or whatnot. They did it anyway. So now it bred worms and it stinks. So Moses got mad with him because of the disobedience. Now imagine, now you working for a power. And use the simple layman's example I'm about to give, but let's say I'm the kingpin, I'm the boss, and I give you simple order. I'm ready to put you up over your own zone, rulership, and I give you a simple order. Hey, take all of that trash out and make sure there's no trash in that trash can left. But when you done, simple order. And then when I come back, there's still trash in there. now it's maggots at the bottom and the flies flying around. I gave this brother a simple order. Why would I end up giving him more responsibility or put him over people if I give him an order, he can't even follow that order, that simple order? That's how I see it in my mind. Verse 21, and they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating, and when the sun waxed hot, it melted. So this is something that happened every morning. And when the sun waxed hot, meaning probably when it got up to say noon, when it got up to that hot part of the day, that manna, it melted. All right, and that's up to verse 21 in the Hebrew. Of course, in the English, of course, we're gonna pick back up on it next week. And we had that Highland Park event at 45 East Buena Vista Avenue, Highland Park, Michigan. It is from 10 to 4 p.m. Bounce houses, backpacks, pencils, erasers. We're gonna have food out there, pencil boxes, notebooks. Of course, you're gonna have that UPK music. We're gonna have myself, I'll be out there. If anybody want to just come and see me shoot the breeze, I'm nobody, FYI. I'm definitely nobody. But what I am is a brother in this truth that's willing to sit down with you, rap with you about what you got going on. And let's put it to work, Israel. Let's get it going. Kwam Yashala. That being said, we're going to end the Sabbath service. Min Israel Majah. Get it popping. Yashala. All right, well, any brother and sister want to be anointed? All right. Get the prayers in. We'll point out Kodon, which means to turn and face the east. Lord's Prayer. Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemah. Alright, we'll point out Kodon, which means to stand and face the east. And now we're going to get into the Lord's Prayer. Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Baratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathananawa, Kal, Yawam, Wasalat, Kabiwathanawa, Kasalatnawa, Wathiyanawa, Watah, Taba'ayanawa, Banaswan, Abal, Hayanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Aparath, La'alamim, Aman. Lord's Prayer in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Come, thy will be done in heaven. Give us our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive not into temptation. The power and the glory will be it. That's the power. Power. By Hashem Yahushua, Babu Kashah, Nathanawa, Hakach, Kal Makalawa, Kal Hakach, Latahar, Hamatazarium, Hakach, Lahakwayam, Mathium, Hakach, Al Rakawath, Hakal, Lagat, the water among. Prayer, Hakach the power. Power in the name of Yahweh Shai, the power to heal all manner of sickness and disease.
power to cleanse the lepers, the power to dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. And God, thank you. Blessings in the Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah, Bamaika Allah, Alahat, Wa'ayim, Matabia, Alawat Yahana, Alawapium, Hasaranium, Hakpakazayanium, Haka Yayarium, Baha Akwafium, Yahaba Shem Yahweh Shah, the Wada Amun. Blessings in the English, bless you, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, command, generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the sisters. Howard in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. Psalms 121. I, Union, I, Arian, my young, Yahweh, Azarian, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayim, Warakazah, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalkai, Al Yanawam, Shemalkai, Hana, La'ah, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shalamar, Yahweh, Asherallah, Yahweh, Shemorkai, Yahweh, Tazorkai, Ayab, Yanyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakakai, Wanarach, Bayayella, Yahweh, Yakorkai, Makar Ra, Yashamar, Ashka, Yahweh, Yahweh, Taza'ath, Abu Wa'athka, Awalum. Psalms 120. I lift up my eyes into the hills. My help coming from Yahweh, made heaven and earth. He suffered by move. He Allah, slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forth. Psalms 83. Hebrew, Alahayim, Al-Dalayamika, Al-Bakarash, Wa'al Dashakwat, Al-Kaya, Hana, Abayabika, Awayabika, Yahamayawan, Ash, Al-Amika, Yahamiwa, Sawadah, Wayatha, Yawatazua, Al-Tazapamunika, Amoria, Lakawa, Wankankinum, Goya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shumyasha Allah, Awadah, Kaya, Nayawatazua, Labah, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Barath, Yakarathwa, Alhaya, Adawam, Lakia, Alhaya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Wabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalat, Palashat, Am Yeshabia, Kazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Amayim, Hayawa, Zarawa, Bunyan Lawat, Salah, Salahum, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kayabian, Banakar, Kawashawan, Nashamadwa, Ayandara'a, Haiwa, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabat, Wakazar, Mana'ai, Kalnashia Kumwa, Shar, Aboria, Naya Rasha, Nanawa, Nawa, Yam Alahaya, Shathumwa, Gorgula, Wash, Lapunya Raraka, Ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayum, Kantaradatma, Irika, Babasa, Wapathka, Tabahalum, Mala'ai, Punyahum, Oyawum, Wayabakwashua, Shunka, Yahawa, Bashua, Wayabahoya, Id Ya'ai, Wayakaporia, Wayabadwa, Wayada'awa, Kaya Athai, Shunka, Yahweh, Labatka, Alyuan, Alkaha, Arakaza. Psalms 83 in the English, not the silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. Lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have said, taken crafty counsel against thy people, started against thy hidden ones, for they have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Asha'Allah shall be no more in remembrance. They have consorted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, the Lights of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the inhabitants of Tyre, who also is joined with them.
have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, and as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kizon, which perished in Endor. Fame is done for the earth. Nobles like Oreb and like Z, yea, all their princes as Zeba, and let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh and possess. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Persecute them with thy teeth, make them afraid with thy sword, fill their faces with shame, seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. That it may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the most high of all the earth. Right. Make sure that's it. Of course, you guys know about the back to school bash. Israel, Roger, Rock, Roger, Rock, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Class is missed.